Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to Season 4 of Luminous Clan in ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generator game. When we left off in the previous episode, we were coming off of a very complex web of relations, particularly in the mediation, because this clan is way too small and way too connected and way too related. Whether that's by, a family relationship or something else like mentors and apprentices. And then, of course, there is the added complexity of them being mates and ex-mates and all of that chaos. But, throughout this, I have been pondering the state of our clan. And guys, this is I think the 18th video in this playlist, and our clan has not grown in size since we began this season. That is not good news. I was thinking about it, and I kind of came to the realization, right, that things have never been this bad, if you really think about it. Because according to the way I play and do my breedings, if High-Kit, for some reason, dies, and then if Howl Falcon's offspring dies, or Howl Falcon dies before he has offspring, then it will be the end of Luminous Clan. Because right now, these are the only two cats that can pass on the prophetic bloodline. Literally, High-Kit and Howl Falcon right now, out of the population we have. So, if they die, the prophetic line dies. That means the gift that was given to the Luminous Cats by Star Clan dies. And then the Luminous Clan will basically become lightless cats again. They will be stuck inside the mountain, forever wandering in the darkness, just like they were cursed to do all those seasons ago, like over 200 moons ago. Things are not looking good, guys. Things are not looking good. But okay, let's try not to stress too much about it and see what Fronstar's gonna do for the next gathering. Okay, let's roll the dice. We have a 4 for the D10, which is Whimsy Clan, and we have a 1 for the D8, which is Offend. I swear, I feel like all the leaders have been doing is offending the other clans. That is all I'm saying. They're being sassy. Our leaders are feeling sassy. Okay, let's skip a moon and see what happens. We have some birth and death notices. Luminous Clan has no deputy. Luminous Clan does not have enough healthy medicine cats. Cats will be sick/hurt for longer and have a higher chance of dying. During the gathering, Fronstar makes a joke at Whimsy Clan's expense, hoping to hurt their feelings. The plan backfires, though, when Whimsy Clan's leader finds more humor than offense in it. Whimsy Clan relations have improved. Well, you know what? I think that's a good point in my books. Fronstar was found stiff and curled up in her nest. It seems she died in her sleep. The leader has no lives left and has traveled to Star Clan. Guys, things are not looking too good for Howl Falcon. But then again, I think Howl Falcon wasn't feeling too much of a connection with Fronstar. So I don't think, I don't know. I don't feel like he would be too torn up about this. We'll have to see how much he is in mourning. But remember in the last episode when I was saying that Howl Falcon, he hasn't made a move towards Fronstar because he views this as a formal arrangement and he's still considering. I don't think Howl Falcon has come across that feeling yet in any of his pairings where he has thought to himself that I can have a family with this she-cat. And he's a bloodthirsty cat, and I feel like he's a bit of a fussy cat. So I don't think he would be too torn up about Fronstar passing on. If anything, maybe he would be a little bit relieved that he doesn't have to make the difficult decision this time around, and he doesn't have to be the disappointment this time around. Because with Tornfern, he's the one who broke it off. Howl Falcon is no longer sore. Lupine Claw has once more been promoted to the new leader of the clan. They travel immediately to the Moonstone to get their 9 lives and are hailed by the new name Lupine Star. So we're going to look at a full leader ceremony, but Lupine Star, she literally took a break for 2 moons, I think? 2 moons she took a break from being leader. 2 or 3 moons, something like that. And now she's leader again. If anything, then maybe she can say that this was, a bit of a break that she took before she came back to power. But I don't know, guys. After the blunder she made the first time around, I'm not sure Lupine Star has it in her to really pull the clan through the way that the clan needs to be pulled through. Hi, Kit. His nose is running again. Hal Falcon struggles to come to grips with the fact that Fronstar will no longer be a part of his life to see him through the hard times. In the days to come, he barely stirs from his nest. Okay, so he is grieving. I wonder if Hal Falcon is the type of cat who doesn't like choice being taken away from him when it comes to certain things like this. Like, for example, with the clan leaders arranging the breedings, that is a way of life, right, for these cats. But choosing whether you stay in that pairing or you break it off is a choice. And Fronstar dying before he could make that choice maybe does not make Hal Falcon feel too comfortable. The past moon, Fronstar has taken their place in Star Clan. Luminous Clan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss the spot they took up in their lives. Moments of their life are shared in stories around the circle of mourners as those that were closest to them take them to their final resting place. Star Clan, again, has shrunk in numbers, and we are back to having Lupine Star, who is our clan leader. Obviously, we're going to have some promotions with that. I'm really curious when we do loyalties to see whether finally Stonespec is gonna become loyal to Lupine Star. But you know how Stonespec beforehand was the only cat who didn't really feel as though Lupine Star was the right choice of leader. I feel like Lupine Star giving up her position to Fronstar because she couldn't handle it was confirmation for Stonespec that she was in the right, that Lupine Star wasn't a stable leader. But we'll have to see what happens there. I also have to remember to have a new focus for the clan. But let's check the medicine cat then. Hal Falcon is no longer sore. Hykid was given ragwort as treatment for running nose, and then his running nose is gone. Let's see relationships. Stonespec and Mousestripe roll up moss balls together. Stonespec prevents something from falling on Hykid. Stonespec catches Fronstar staring at another cat. Okay, so Fronstar was staring at someone, and Stonespec didn't really like that. I wonder who Fronstar was staring at. I wonder if Fronstar was, but it doesn't say it was staring in a bad way, but you know, Stonespec, some of these cats can be protective. Maybe Fronstar was staring at Hal Falcon, and she was wondering how to cross this divide between them, or maybe wondering what he was thinking about their relationship. Lupine Claw thinks very often about Stonespec. Lupine Claw is frustrated with Hal Falcon, but he isn't crying alone and immediately feels guilty. Okay. I'm wondering if Lupine Claw finally got frustrated with the nephew for not getting a move on and taking too long to make his mind up about all the mates he's paired with. But then Hal Falcon must have been having a tough time, with the pressure that he was feeling, because he kind of, I think, is at a point where he knows he needs to deliver. He needs to deliver offspring for the clan to, like I said, keep this prophetic bloodline going, otherwise they're all going to be doomed and trapped inside the mountain. And he, there is that aspect of his duty, but then there's also his personality and what's important to him as an individual. And Lupine Claw, who I think has a soft spot for her nephew, maybe felt a bit guilty for the way she was thinking. A big bug keeps buzzing around Magpie Heart and Hal Falcon. So some father-son incident here. Magpie Heart is easily swayed by Mousestripe's words. Sunchill and Hal Falcon enjoy the rain together. Sunchill apologizes to Hal Falcon, but Hal Falcon doesn't know why. Tornfern thinks Stonespec was nice to her today. Tornfern tells Hykid a deep, dark secret. Okay. It's Tornfern. The only cat, this is something that I need to remember. If Magpie Heart or Sunchill tells someone a secret, then it's going to have to do with the murder of Daisy Quake. But since they haven't, as far as I'm concerned, the murder is still a secret. Okay, Fronstar thinks Hal Falcon is a good singer. So Hal Falcon was spending time with Fronstar, or Fronstar was making an effort with Hal Falcon before she passed. Fronstar is rethinking how she feels about Sunchill and gives him another chance. And then she was trying to build some connections with some of the other cats in the clan. Hal Falcon promises to always look out for Sunchill. Hal Falcon was meant to take a piece of prey to a clanmate, but Mousestripe saw him eat it. Hykid and Lupine Star notice a cloud is shaped like a mouse, and then Fronstar passes. So she did have kind of a good interaction. She had some nice interactions today, I think. Yeah. Well, she had that negative one with Stone Speck. I think Stone Speck, when she initially brought Fronstar into the clan, had high hopes for her. But I think after Fronstar was exiled, Stone Speck didn't feel as though it was right for Lupine Star to bring Fronstar back in the way that she did. So I think ever since Fronstar's come back, Stone Speck has been a little bit critical of her. Whereas Fronstar, has still been walking around eggshells with the other cats, but I think she was making an effort with Hal Falcon, trying to convince him that there was more to her than meets the eye. And also, I think, trying to have good relations with Sunchill, because from what I've seen, I think Hal Falcon and Sunchill are really good friends as well. So, okay. Well, that's what we have for events. Let me cut the recording here and we'll continue with the cat list. Okay guys, it is time for us to take a look at the cat list, and the first thing I kind of want to get done is actually look at the leader ceremony for Lupine Star. This is the second time she's becoming leader. First time did not go so well. She threw it all away, ran away, but now she's ended up in that exact same position. We need to see if she's going to do better. But let's see how her leadership ceremony is like the second time around. Lupine Claw leaves to speak with Star Clan. She closes her eyes and is immediately surrounded by her loved ones, friends, and clanmates who have passed on. Stars shine throughout their pelts and their eyes are warm as they greet the new leader. Fire Freckle pushes Lupine Claw. This is her daughter, who Lupine Claw has been, I think, having nightmares about. Fire Freckle pushes Lupine Claw with a gentle paw, an amused purr starting up in her throat. Lupine Claw doesn't need any more certainty, but Fire Freckle jokes and says that some extra can't hurt. Lupine Claw ignores the dubious glance Cloudfur gives her as she pushes through the glittering crowd to stand next to her. With hesitation, Cloudfur rasps her tongue across Lupine Claw's cheek in acceptance's name. Canary Snap, her mate, approaches, a warm smile on his face. He offers a life for wisdom, whispering to take care of the clan the best she can. Rowan Pelt, her father, steps forward to give Lupine Claw a life for friendship. Lupine Claw grits her teeth as life rushes into her. Stars flicker in Reed Daisy's fur, her mother, and Pride lights her friendly gaze. She gives Lupine Claw a life for strength, the sensation feeling like a warm nest surrounded by loved ones. Pepper strides forward, an energy in his steps that wasn't present in his last moments. He gives a life for empathy. Orchid Shine, one of her sisters, winces at a question Lupine Claw asks, tail low with second claw embarrassment. Nonetheless, she gives a life for unity. Lupine Claw ignores the dubious glance Plum Raven, her grandmother, gives her as she pushes through the glittering crowd to stand next to her. With hesitation, Plum Raven rasps her tongue across Lupine Claw's cheek in confidence's name. Finally, Fronstar steps forward. There is pride in her gaze as she stares into Lupine Claw's eyes. She gives a life for leadership through the darkest times. Fronstar hails Lupine Claw by her new name, Lupine Star, telling her that her old life is no more. She is granted guardianship of Luminous Clan the second time, and told to use her new power wisely. The group of starry cats yowls Lupine Star's name in support. Lupine Star wakes up feeling a new strength within her body and knows that she is now ready to lead the clan. Okay, so Lupine Star, first thing, is going to switch the clan's focus back to hoarding resources, which is something she was focused on beforehand, and I think she still wants to do now. But I think she's hoping that this time around she's going to have the resolve to actually see the clan through their difficult time. So this is what we have. Sunchill has been promoted to deputy once more, Tornfern is medicine cat again, and Hal Falcon has re-entered politics as a mediator. Of course, that means that he won't be able to mediate, like, his relationship with anyone. Now, Lupine Star is back in this predicament where she has to now find an outside female for Hal Falcon to be paired with, and this is going to be the third female that Hal Falcon is paired with. So that is something that is going to have to wait until we successfully manage to bring a female into the clan. So yeah, Hal Falcon, he's going to be grieving right now. but very soon, hopefully, he's going to be paired up with someone else, and maybe third time is going to be the charm. But I want to start off with loyalties, and, you know, yes, this is Lupine Star's second time leading, and things are different now. Because, guys, Lupine Star actually has the loyalty of every single cat in the clan, including Stonespeck. I think Stonespeck wanted to see Lupine Star at her lowest so that the fears she had in her heart and mind about how bad the clan could get could kind of be, you know, seen and resolved. And now that Lupine Star has gone through the lowest period when it comes to leadership, I think Stonespeck feels as though she can now trust Lupine Star, hopefully, to keep a more stable head when they come across issues in the future. Because Lupine Star, at the time of inheriting the clan, I mean, yes, we were going through some problems, but I think she was too optimistic. And Stonespeck maybe was looking at this and thinking, this is not going to work for the situation we're in. Her optimism is going to be her downfall, especially if things don't work out the way she's planned. But now that she's gotten a very harsh reality check, I think Stonespeck believes that Lupine Star has a clearer understanding of what she's dealing with and the expectations she should have of how well the clan can do and how she's going to take them through this difficult period. So all the other cats, they are very much happy to have Lupine Star back, and I think they just want to be supportive of her so that she can lead them well. So we'll have to see how this goes, guys. But okay, let's see what everyone's doing for the day. Lupine Star is thinking about her life choices. Yeah, she's thinking about her life choices, especially because her daughter Firefreckle was in her dreams for that leadership ceremony, so I think a part of her would feel guilty, especially after being haunted by her daughter for the past couple of moons. I think she would feel as though there's something she needs to answer for, and even if she never meets her daughter in the afterlife, because, you know, she's going to be going to the Dark Forest, I think Lupine Star still wants to leave the clan in a way that makes her daughter proud. Sunchill is having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. Tornfern stayed the longest at Fronstar's vigil. Hal Falcon is practicing forbidden battle moves. Mousestripe is just so popular lately. Stonespeck thought she saw a cat, but turns out it's a two-legged object that just looks like one. Magpie Heart quietly debates fleeing from a conversation with a clanmate who is talking about something they're incredibly incorrect about. And Hi Kit is whining about the cold. Okay, so that's what we have for the cat list. Let me cut the recording here and then we'll continue with patrols. Okay, patrols are looking a little bit risky today. So we have a medicine cat that is going to be going out, but that means we're going to have a single patrol of one, which always terrifies me. So let's send out Tornfern. Also, guys, I don't know if it's going to affect this particular clan and this save, because, like, I don't know if there's been any updates with ClanGen since, you know, I started playing this clan, and I'm pretty sure when they have updates, it only affects, like, new saves you make, not the save you've already had and been working on. But when I had my off time between season 3 and 4, and I was playing through, like, you know, just a clan on the side, my medicine cats were actually dying. I have never in Luminous Clan had medicine cats die. Their patrols are almost always safe because they're just gathering stuff. But I had cats in that, like, in my new saves, dying from stuff like falling off oak trees. So I don't know if that's something that can affect, like, my cats in this save. But if you guys have come across, you know, medicine cats dying in your own saves in expanded mode, please let me know, because I'm curious. I have seen this happen. But Tornfern, I think, is going to be safe. Let's send her out. As the snows of Leaf Bear blow around camp, Tornfern eyes her herb stores. She should still be able to dig up burdock. Tornfern heads out to replenish the clan's stocks. Proceed. It's very difficult, especially with the plant's leafy top half gone until new leaf, but Tornfern somehow manages to find a burdock plant and bring its roots home. So burdock was gathered. And I'm just realizing it is Leaf Bear, so I'm even more terrified to send out Mousestripe on his own in Leaf Bear. But let's see what happens. Go on patrol. Mousestripe heads out into the mountains alone, wanting to explore and have some time to himself. I think this is a safe one. proceed. Mousestripe pads confidently through Luminous Clan territory. There's a particular piece in exploring his beloved home, ears pricked up curiously whenever he spots how the seasons and weather have reshaped it since he last passed this way. Okay, that was really soothing actually, and quite nice. I'm glad. I was worried he was gonna get caught up in something. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this season, we literally have not had like any problem with ambushes so far, or rogues. The only thing that's been terrorizing us is low birth rates and our snowstorms and lack of food. That is literally all that's been terrorizing us, and I suppose old age. Nothing really else in terms of cats dying on patrols, which is kind of a nice change of pace, but also there are things I have realized much scarier than dying from ambushes. But okay, that is all we have managed to get done today. Like I said, I am going to be looking for a new she-cat for Howl Falcon. But okay guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.